Hey everyone, at CEDIA Expo 2022, this is Steph Beckett from Rave Pubs, and I am joined by Pete Borchers of Hubitat Inc. How's it going?
It's going great. How are you doing?
Doing pretty good. Tell me a little bit about how the show has been going for you. Has it been pretty busy?
Yeah, it's been going really well. This is our first time here at the show, and
Very cool.
didn't really know what to expect, but people are stopping by and they're interested in our product and stuff. So yeah, I think it's going really well.
Cool. Tell me a little bit about Hubitat.
So Hubitat is a home automation company. We have a home automation hub. It's a Z-Wave and Zigbee based hub. Also controls LAN devices. The key to our hub, unlike a lot of other hubs, is it's a totally local hub.
Okay.
So what that means is that all of the communication with the devices is only going directly from the devices to the hub and back to the devices. It's not going up to the cloud, so you don't need to worry about your internet being shut out. We're not forcing updates on people that they don't want. That's going to brick their hubs. Everything's local, so it's reliable, it's fast, and it's private.
That was going to be my next question because, you know, for certain times when your Wi-Fi goes out or something,
Right.
I was going to ask if that was going to be affected at all.
Yeah, no, not at all. So yeah, if your Wi-Fi goes out, if your internet goes out, you're going to be fine. Now it depends on the device you're using. If you're using devices that require the cloud, that's going to be a problem. So don't use those devices. Make sure you're using local devices
Right.
that communicate directly with the hub, and you're going to be just fine if the internet goes out.
And are there certain devices that you're partnered with that it works best with?
Actually, no. I mean, we have a whole list. We have hundreds and hundreds of devices from, I think, over 100 different brands. And so
Okay.
we don't pick and choose, but every device we have on our compatibility list, we have tested, our engineers have tested, and we know that they work, so you can trust that they're going to work out for your home.
Very cool. What kind of questions have you been getting from attendees who are wanting to know more about you guys?
Why are you so good looking? No, that's not. Yeah, a lot of questions just revolve around the local hub aspect.
Right.
Like they don't totally understand. Like everyone wants this local hub, and they like have a hard time believing that yes, you don't need to use the internet. You don't need to go to the cloud. You
Right.
can just communicate directly from your hub to that. And there's just the questions about how it works, and it's simple. You just cut out that extra step.
How exactly does it work?
How exactly does it work?
Yeah.
So, all right, so the main protocols for home automation are Z-Wave and Zigbee right now. And so there's a radio in the hub, there's a Z-Wave radio and a Zigbee radio. And so if you have a device, let's say a Zigbee device, right, it's gonna send a wireless signal to the hub. And actually if you have multiple devices, they'll create a little mesh network. And so they'll communicate through each other to get to the hub, and it creates a faster signal, and it, different routes, so if something happens, there's multiple ways for it to get to the hub.
Got you.
And so everything then is processed right there on the hub. So
Okay.
you control your automations, you set your automations, what you want it to do. The hub itself figures it out, and then it just, so if you have a motion sensor, right, you have a motion sensor that says when this motion sensor is triggered, turn on this other bulb. Motion sensor sends a signal to the hub, and then the hub sends a signal to the bulb to turn on.
Very cool. Is there best practices for placement of all the devices so that it creates the mesh network properly with your device?
Yeah, so ideally you want to place your hub in a central location in the house. You don't want to put it in some sort of metal case, right, because it's a radio signal. The more open that area is, the better
Right.
it is. And then you just want to make sure you have devices close enough to the hub that the signal is going to carry. And so there's things called repeating devices, which is essentially any device you plug in to a main power, like a socket or something like that.
Gotcha.
And those will repeat the signal to each other. So as long as you have some hops between your farthest devices in the house, it's going to work out great.
Awesome. Last question I have for you is where can people find more information?
So yeah, go to hubitat.com where you'll find all the information about our hub, and you can buy the hub there too if you want.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Pete, for coming over here and
Well,
talking
thanks
to
for having me.
All right. Thank you. And don't forget, on our site, you can go to ravepubs.com/CEDIA Expo 2022 for all of our trade show coverage. We'll see you next time. Bye.